Jagan, I am in India or some other home country and I am trying to apply for new jobs in Germany. I do not know anyone in Germany. How can I get referrals? I have three ways for this. Hello friends, welcome to the channel. We may be in our home country and we are trying to apply for jobs in Germany, but in the first step itself, we started to receive rejections in the CV screening step itself. So in this video, I wanted to share some of the suggestions or tips that can improve the chances of getting our CV shortlisted for a Germany job. These are all the things that I have faced in my job search process. Nowadays, I am also taking part in some of the hiring process in my company. Based on all those experiences, I would like to share 5 points which could be helpful in your job search process. Let's get started. First one, fix your CV every time. Some general things that you need to pay attention. Please keep your resume only 2 to 3 pages long, but you don't need to congest the resume with lot of information. You might have worked in 10 different projects in the past. If all are relevant, you need to mention only the successful things what you have done in those projects. In case in those 10 projects, some are not relevant, you don't need to write all the irrelevant projects in your experience section because it is not going to impress the recruiter that you have lot of different experiences. Whether you have relevant experience or not, that's what is more important. Then the first page of your CV is really important. I would suggest that you split the first page into two different verticals. Like on the left side, you can highlight some of the achievements. On the right side, you can start writing about your experiences. Personally, I used this type of template and it helped me in multiple interviews. Next thing, please do not forget to add German language in your CV. Even though you know nothing in German now, you can start learning small words. There are multiple free apps available like Duolingo. You can start learning German and you can mention that you are a beginner in German. If you don't include German, it is not a sin. But at the same time, while you are including it, it will add some German touch for you and the recruiter may find, okay, this person is already trying to put some efforts to learn German. Possibly he or she will get some proficiency in German and in future maybe it will be helpful to the organization. That's what we are trying to convey when we are putting the German as a beginner. Next important thing is when you are comparing the job description and modifying your CV, you need to pay attention to some of the special technical keywords. For example, in job description, maybe they have written it like the candidate needs to have knowledge in ITSM processes. You know what is ITSM? It is IT service management related. ITSM and ITIL both are same only. Maybe you are certified in ITIL. You are trying to highlight that. No problem with that. You highlight it. But at the same time, make sure that you are adding that ITSM word somewhere in your CV. Maybe in your experience section. Why am I stressing on this? Because sometimes what happens is only a HR person will go through your CV at the first step. HR may not know that ITIL and ITSM are same. So they may think that you don't have that ITSM skill. Or even in the worst case, if there is a CV screening software and that software will look for only ITSM, not ITIL, then it's going to be a loss for you, right? So that's what I'm trying to convey here. You don't need to completely copy the JD and paste it in your CV. I'm not trying to say that, but the special keywords, what you find in JD, if you have experience in that, then definitely add it in your CV. Next thing is, maybe this is optional only, but I used to follow this when I was looking for a job in Germany. Whenever I used to apply for the job, I used to put the application date in my CV and then I will convert my CV into PDF and then I will apply for it. By this, what I am trying to convey is, I have modified my CV today and I am applying to your job. So this shows some kind of commitment and the true interest that we are having to get that job. So this is my personal feeling. Maybe you can also include this if you find this relevant. And in the CV part, finally, after you prepare your CV, you can share it with someone else and you can ask them to review it. Because when you are trying to write your CV, you might find it perfectly written from your side. But when someone else takes a look at it, the different people will get a different opinion. So those opinions could be helpful for us. We generally have a tendency that if we are looking for a job, we won't tell to anyone and we try to be so secretive and we don't share it with anyone. That's completely fine, no problem with it. But at least if you are looking for some job in Germany, then if you have some friends in Germany or someone who can do the CV review for you, then you can definitely ask for it. In my opinion, a new pair of eyes can definitely give you some more insights to improvise your CV. Second one, try for referrals. In almost all the companies, recruiters are giving preference to the internal referrals. If they get a candidate from the internal referral itself, then they can immediately close that position. They don't need to pay extra money for job boards or some staffing consultancy. These type of things they can exclude from their expenses. As the internal employees are referring the candidates, the trust factor also will be a bit more higher. Again, I am in India or some other home country and I am trying to apply for new jobs in Germany. I do not know anyone in Germany. How can I get referrals? I have three ways for this. First one, when you are looking for a job in LinkedIn, when you click on jobs and scroll down, you can see that hiring in your network. Click on see all and look for the jobs in this. So here you will get the jobs where you have some connections in those companies. If some of those jobs are relevant to you, then you can contact those connections in LinkedIn and you can ask them to refer you in their companies. Second way, when you open and check one of the relevant job for you, you can see something like this. You might have your school alumni or your ex-colleagues working there. These colleagues can be the ones who worked with you or who worked before you or after you, but somehow you will have some relationship with them. So what you can do is, if you found someone from your same school working in that targeted company, then you can contact them, you can connect with them and you can ask them, like, you and I have studied in the same place, now I am looking for a job in your company, can you please be kind enough to refer my resume in your company or not? Something like this you can approach. In the same way for the ex-colleagues also. In this example what I'm showing in screen, you can see that for this job I have school alumni, I have company alumni, at the same time I have some connections also. If you find this kind of relationship, then you can definitely reach out to one of them. I'm sure one of them will be kind enough to refer us in their company. Third option, you are not finding any job in your network, you don't find any relationships. At this time, we have no other option than creating a new connection. So look for some people who are already working in that company, give a connection, write a short message like, I am applying for this job and I need your help to refer me in your company. Don't hesitate that you are disturbing someone for your personal use. There is nothing wrong in it, because if you are contacting someone and if they are referring you in their company, if you get selected, they will get some benefit out of it. Either they will get some amount of money as their referral bonus, or they can highlight that they have introduced a new person to the company and because of that some opening got filled, and they can even highlight that in their appraisal. So we are going to win and we are also going to make someone else win in this job search. This is the way I am looking at this referral. Third tip, jobs in LinkedIn posts. So while you are looking for jobs in LinkedIn, in the posts also you can find some jobs. Get into LinkedIn, in the search box put, let's say, Java developer plus Germany and click search. Now in this list you need to select only the posts, and you can also filter it by the time, let's say within this week. Let's now scroll down through all the posts. This is a little tedious process, but the thing is that instead of going through job portal, which may have this applicant tracking system, which may reject our CV in the screening process, instead of going through that automatic process, here in the posts, if you find some job posting, then you have some human to contact. So you can send your CV through mail to that person and they can somehow help you entirely through the recruiting process. My whole point here is that before going to the applicant tracking system, we are finding all other options like internal referrals or the posts that the company people are putting in the LinkedIn. Sometimes these posts are from some hiring manager itself. In such times, you are directly contacting the hiring manager and you are able to get some ideas from them about the job. He or she may move you forward to the further hiring process. Fourth tip, pay attention to the specific things in the JD. Let me show you a couple of examples here. In this job, you can see that the company is telling that they are not interested in knowing more about the candidate, so they don't even want to ask you for your photo or your personal details here. So in such cases, when you are modifying your CV, you can remove your photo and you can apply in that way. I'm not just trying to highlight about removing photo or removing personal details. The point here is that each job description will have some kind of specific stuff in that. That's what you need to pay more attention. If you are not looking at that and if you are simply applying for the job, maybe that can backfire you. You can see one more example. This job posting says that they are okay if you apply in the job portal or you email your CV to the recruiter. They have given an email address here. So this time also, instead of applying in the portal, you can send your CV to this recruiter. This may get you some human touch, then it may be helpful for you to proceed further rounds. But see, this particular job posting, they are telling that they are not accepting any job applications over email. They want everything to be applied in the portal only. Like this, each JD has a different specific in it in terms of applying style or something else. So please pay attention to that and make your application based on that. This will increase your chances of getting shortlisted for the next round. Finally, fifth tip, English and competitor jobs. Of course, this is very common when you are applying for a job from your home country for Germany, then please apply for the jobs that are written only in English. If there are some job descriptions in German, just because we can translate and read and understand that, please do not apply for all such jobs. If they are already writing their JD in German, then they are trying to convey that you need German skills for it. No need to say this again, but you need to apply for the jobs only that are sponsoring your visa. Make sure to look for that, whether they are sponsoring your visa or not. The next important thing is that if you are applying for one company for one specific role, you can also explore that company's competitors in Germany. For example, if you are looking for a bank, let's say we have Deutsche Bank here. So Deutsche Bank, maybe they have some kind of reporting role, BI reporting or some kind of production support roles. You can apply for that role, and at the same time you can look for what are the competitor banks for Deutsche Bank, maybe ING Group or JP Morgan Chase. I don't know if they are available, but I'm just quoting some examples. You also need to make sure to check whether they are sponsoring your visa or not. I'm just taking some random company names here, but I hope you get the point. If you are applying for a company A, look for its competitor and find similar roles there also, and you can apply there. Maybe if you get rejected in one of the companies, you can use those experience in the another similar company. Instead of applying for different random types of companies, if you are applying for similar type of companies, then those interview experiences will definitely help you. That's all, my friends, that I wanted to discuss in this video. I am hoping that this would really help you in one or the other way. If you think so, then please like this video, and if you have some questions, please write your questions in the comments. And in case if you want your CV to be reviewed by me, I'm not an expert in CV reviewing and all, but maybe I can give my opinion based on my experience in Germany here. So feel free to connect with me in LinkedIn and we can discuss about your questions if you have anything. And finally, thank you for watching this video and stay subscribed to watch more useful videos from this channel.